The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And here's Drogba. It's played through for him. Bellingham! Oh, it's come off the upright. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And here's Bellingham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Oh, really well played.
Yaya Toure is wide and looking to get onto this. That has ended up in no man's land. Applies the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. And it's Yaya Toure. Mbappe in with the challenge. Albert Ferrer makes a move down the right. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Now it's Vieri. Vieri gets into a good position. And this is Ibrahimovic. Dembele. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Drogba. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's got the... Tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Liverpool have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
That's a good ball out wide. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Hullet. Robertson. That's going wide left.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's just a little long. Now it's Hullet. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Oh, he's having a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Half an hour played now. Pass somewhat off target. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Gerrard. Driving on and making good progress. Nicely spread. And here's Dembele. Threads one in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it into space. Vieri. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a smartly directed ball. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Abbiati can clear it away. And he's gone searching crossfield. Zola going forward. Distributed tidily. Played out wide. Gerrard. Hullet. There's the header! And it's a goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ibrahimovic. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he's on his own. And the shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second period is on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Drogba gets flagged offside. Mbappe, Robertson, and it's Rijkaard. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he cuts out the supply. Dembele is herring after that one. And this is Vieri. He's found a way through. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gerrard looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Looking for options for movement. Looking to play him in. Shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And there's a goal! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Liverpool cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Drogba chasing after it. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Rijkaard. So, Jim, is that the manager? Yaya Toure! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Cannavaro. Liverpool have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily, and he was quick to react. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mbappe, Yaya Toure, he is through here, and Yaya Toure, and he's following up, and a neat finish, and the game is well and truly turned on its head. Drogba at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 15.
Liverpool with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Number 14.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played.
Number
Barcelona
18.
really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And Dijk cuts out the pass. Great vision. Great ball. Nunez! And that really should have been that.
Nunez has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Punched away. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nunez's cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Vieri. Not the most accurate pass. Over to the right flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? Not a hint of offside here. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Rui Costa gets a foot in here. And that is a little undercooked. Very much into the last knockings. Oh no, what has happened here?
There will be 3 minutes added
Sports official
time.
showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Van der Sar claims comfortably. And that will be it. Liverpool have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
Well,
how will we look back on that?
What a game, what a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned.
Haaland! Oh, it's come loose. And a cross. This time, surely! That's a sharp pass. Robertson has been caught there. It's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Goes for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled
Number
and ruthlessly
42.
dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And a header! He will be livid with himself. Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. That looks a good big chance! Haaland! That is brilliant! A finish of true class! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Nicely weighted ball, and it's made sure that's not getting through. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Yaya Toure, can he get on the end of this? Xabi Alonso wins the duel this time. Iniesta can see things others simply cannot.
Cincinnati really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Cross to the back post. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bellingham. And this is Dembele. He's had a shot! Cleared without hesitation. Iniesta. Oh, this looks sharp. Van der Sar can clear it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yaya Toure. Mbappe has created one goal already. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Xavi. That's destined for the flank. Figo. And it's Xavi. Bellingham. Threads one in. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Silvestre. Xavi. Toure going forward. Now it's Drogba. Iniesta. Can he get it through? He can run onto that. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, super find. It's Figo! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Played out wide. Can he get onto this? Oh, that was vital. Lam gets over and intercepts. And it's Yaya Toure. That's been cut out, well played. Yaya Toure. Xavi Alonso. Figo is always looking to play quality balls. Bellingham. Drogba. Yaya Toure does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now, can they get him away? And he's gone looking for safety. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all sweat. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Bellingham. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Has a look and plays it forward. Xavi Alonso. Xavi. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Dembele. Bellingham. Silvestre. Cannavaro. Xavi, there's the crossfield ball. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Iniesta. Engages and forces him off the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Xavi Alonso. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Totti. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! Bellingham. Yaya Toure. That has been cut short. Over to the right flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! It's a loose ball. Long ball upfield. And it's played forward. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bellingham will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's well spotted. Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. Vigo. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Bellingham. Dembele quietly revving up. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. Aimed at the far side.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Tries to pass it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Cannavaro, deftly out wide. Lee Kang-in is herring after that one. Dembele picks it up out wide. Alexander-Arnold. And that's a throw.
Number 18, Ferran Torres. Number 32,
And it's Bellingham.
Number 19,
Takes the shot!
Lee Kang-in.
No, he's missed it.
Liverpool really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Silvestre. And it's Rijkaard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Lee Kang-in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And here's Xavi. Showing good feet. He's on it. Can he get away? Van Dijk out-muscles him.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Ball's played through. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Oh, great leap! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Rijkaard. And it's Drogba.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's rising! And how did he not put that away? It's their second corner of the game. Xavi goes short. Lahm delivers. Good read, needed to be. And now they can spring out of defence. Passing nice and neat. Oh, strongly challenged there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ferran Torres. That's a nicely shaped ball. This looks promising, and he's gone backward here. Robertson. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Vieri.
There will be
That
one
looks a
minute
decent
added
ball.
time.
Oh, no joy this time. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! And again! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, what a game, unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that, the kind of match... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. It's Pele! Missed by a fraction. He's in a great position here. Looking for options for movement. Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bellingham. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Robertson. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Shot a goal! And that is wildly off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Raul. Silvestre finding himself in space. Bellingham knocks it into space. Well played, well sorted out. Now the cross. Header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
And the pass is intercepted. Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Liverpool with the corner, there first. He leaps for it! Not a bad try by any means. Pele. There's a sharp little ball here. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! Oh, what a set! Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Could move up a gear here. That pass has been well intercepted. Pinches it off him. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No way through. Nicely aimed pass. He's having a hit! Again, a brilliant save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, it's come to nothing. Now that looks a decent ball.
Liverpool couldn't really be more watertight in midfield.
Good chance here! Brilliant from Toure! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rijkaard cuts it out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Time and again they are repelled. Drogba. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Raul.
Liverpool can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Tries to pass it through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nicely weighted ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Quality ball. Now it's Raul. Tries one from range. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. Well, that's a little loose. Counts, never the sort to be shot shy. Aimed beyond the defence. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that was vital. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Porto clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Counts. Great chance! And that's a sharp finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so... And that is indeed the final act. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half then, just getting going. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Pele!
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. And this is Raul. Alexander-Arnold. It's a really well-measured ball. This is a promising build-up. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And yes, it's him again. Porto with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yaya Toure actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Impressive jump. Harmlessly behind. Xavi Alonso. Looking for the run. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Drogba. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Pele. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now, can they get him away? Yaya Toure. It's run loose here. Robertson tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get on the end of... Counts! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short, and this is Count. That's an excellent interception. Corner number 2 then. Pele with the short one. And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Count. Makaleli. And it's Count. Rijkaard. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Eze. Count. And Koundé. Pele. Silvestre venturing down the left. Pele.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Looking to play him in. Count. Eze, nicely spread. Koundé, Raul providing an outlet on that flank. Count. Silvestre. It's Count! And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Bellingham. Great vision. That's been slipped through. He's had a shot! And again, he is at his elastic best. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Terrific effort! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Count. Silvestre has it in a wide position.
Porto can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Yaya Toure. Eze. Shifted it to the flank. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Liverpool did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate.
There's a quick free kick. Dembele, looking for options for movement. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's all alone! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now there's a fine ball. It's Drogba! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, great leap! That's going to go a long way. Can he get it through? Dembele! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Liverpool would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's good.
And the finish! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution.
A change already being made here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Now it's Drogba. And he's running through. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. Now it's Shevchenko. Your impression so far, Jim?
Liverpool have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Best, a player who needs no introduction. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. And this is Shevchenko. Dink through. And this is Del Piero. And it's Hazard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now, can they get him away? Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Hazard. That's a smartly directed ball. And this is Shevchenko. That's really well cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. Stam. Rijkaard. Driving on and making... Yaya Toure! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here.
Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Del Piero! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Yaya Toure. That's a... And Shevchenko! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. That's going up front in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Yaya Toure. Drogba! Now, who's going to be first to this? But he's left disappointed. Looking for the run. That has been cut short. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aimed at the far side. So what can they make of this?
2 added minutes has been
Looking to play him in. Drogba. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. And the referee has signalled for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And a quick reminder today,
back on the first 45 minutes.
Liverpool really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Substitutions taking place.
So right back into the action. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And here's Drogba. He won't be happy with that one. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Mbappe Chasing after it. Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Bellingham. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Pirlo. And this is Shevchenko. Over to the right flank. He's found a way past. He's picked his way through. Taken back almost. And Yaya Toure! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Bale. Now it's Shevchenko. Del Piero. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Robertson in acres of space out wide. That is a brilliant interception.
Liverpool really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple. And the counter is on. Robertson. That's a good run down the left. He is through here. He's in a great position here. Takes a shot! Pressing high and with purpose. And they're quick to get it back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Liverpool are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And here's Drogba. And he cuts out the supply. Bale is looking to influence the game from out wide. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Drogba. Oh, super find. He's had a shot! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Liverpool restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Number 14, Rashford.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substitution in progress.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Real chance! And that's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rashford tries to play it through. Ball played right into his path.
Liverpool really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Just eases him off the ball. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Best receives it in a wide position.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Yaya Toure. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Bale! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's through here.
Decent attempt, that. Just a little mistimed.
Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that is as far as it goes. Liverpool have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.
And
What a
quick
turnaround.
reminder today,
Victory from the
everybody, to
jaws
make
of
sure-
defeat. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. There's the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. He's found the way through, and the shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Robertson, and here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Big chance! Oh, it's gone in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 14 minutes is number 8, Bellingham.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Mbappe. Great vision. Mbappe. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Drogba. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Rijkaard. It's a searching pass. Tagliafico. And it's Neymar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice physical challenge. Rijkaard. Drogba is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham! And that's a simple one for the keeper. Vinicius Junior tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Drogba is onto it in a flash. Neymar. De Jong. And this is Dembele. Liverpool looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Saliba. And it's Rice. Bellingham. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space. That's put paid to the danger. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's in a great position here. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Robertson receives it in a wide position. Neymar threads one in. Can he latch on to this?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Liverpool are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Takes a shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
We are glad to inform you that today's
first half
match day
thoughts?
programs are
Haven't
available
played
from
that
stands
badly.
located
Getting
by the
caught
gates.
again on the counter-attack
I'm sure they will make
is
fine
unlikely. They're
souvenirs.
switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Liverpool are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. We're on the move again.
Liverpool definitely want to carry on in a similar manner.
It's Dembele! And he scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Manchester United restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Solid goal! Yaya Toure. Well, they could break here. And it's Robertson. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Robertson has the space to scheme. Cleared away.
Liverpool clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers the ball. Alexander-Arnold tries to clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Neymar. And here's Couch. Robertson with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post. Liverpool really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And he's there to belt it away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vinicius Junior hangs one in. And the ball is out of play. Dembele looking to be a menace in the final third. Dembele. Well, that looks a decent ball. Kila. And they can counter here. Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's delightful. Now there's a... Can he finish? That's another chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And here's Drogba. Dembele. Alexander-Arnold finding himself in space. And they're quick to get it back. Drogba! And again! And it's there! And again they hit the front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be, should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Liverpool with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Tagliafico picks it up out wide.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Space for him to turn and look. And it's De Jong. Quality ball. Tries to pass it through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's very neat. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Brilliant save from Alisson! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And this is Dembele. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Bellingham. And this is... takes a shot! Oh, he's going to be and Yaya Toure! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
And the referee brings it to a close. Liverpool pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win.